Hello friends, welcome. My name is Sarveshwar and today we'll discuss how to do ARIMA modeling in R. For that purpose, I have written something on my blog. You can go and check it. I've tried to make it very simple. ARIMA stands for Auto-Regressive Integrated Moving Average Models. These are very simple techniques, easiest in forecasting. So I'm not describing it in detail. I'm just trying to make a simple platform how to do that, and then we discuss how to do it in R. For that purpose, we have three terms. Autoregressive means the lag of the variable we are analyzing itself, and integrated means the number of differencing required to make it stationary, and moving average, the number of error terms we need to include in our model. It's ARIMA. AR, I, and MA terms. This is the simple acronym we use, ARIMA PDQ. P for the number of lags we include for AR terms, D is differencing terms, and Q is MA terms. We include the number of errors, the lagged errors we want to include in the model. Okay, in literature we find different names for the ARIMA modeling. It's AR, MA, ARMA, ARIMA, or ARIMA X modelings. If only AR terms are there, like other terms like D and Q terms are 0, then we say it's AR1. Similarly, if only MA term is there, it's MA1. If difference term is not there, it's ARMA. If we have all the terms like AR, I, and MA terms, it's ARIMA 111. It's called ARMA 11 with first differencing. So it could be the lag order could be anything 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's depending on the autocorrelation we find in the data. And ARIMA X is the model when we include some other exogenous variables in a model other than the variable we are analyzing. So first of all, we need to mention here, friends, whenever we do ARIMA modeling, the data we are examining, it should be stationary. This is must for leading further. The benefits of ARIMA is it's very simple and by which you can understand the patterns of the time series, and it could be used in forecasting based on the ARIMA modeling. Uh, if you say what is the problem with it, its assumption is that the relationship between the variable is linear. If you find that the relationship is non-linear, it could be quadratic or any other relationships, then we can use other models like genetic algorithm or neural network models. Uh, this is beyond the scope of this video. The procedure we follow to fit ARIMA modeling for ARIMA forecasting is Box-Jenkins approach, as we are aware. So first of all, we will start with make some correlograms and then find the AR and MA terms and then fit the model, find the residuals and do the diagnostics. So this procedure I will do in R. So we will just have a look on it. Uh, Here, friends, we are having a series. If I say USD and INR prices and the returns. So if I say this is the series we have, head and tail of the series. The length of the data is 1685 daily observation. These are the returns I have taken just to like I'm not describing data. This is daily USD INR return for 1685 days. Now we need to start with making correlograms, like you have to make autocorrelation function and then partial autocorrelation function plots. Based on that we would decide what should be the starting AR and MA terms. So first I so the functions in R are ACF, the name of the data, friends. Here ACF, the data here is X, so I am just putting click. So here we can see, friends, none of the lag is beyond this. Like simply we just see like beyond more than 15 beyond we don't consider. So here we are not able to find any lag length that is beyond this 5% line. So we are not able to find MA terms in the model. One thing I need to mention here, friends, ACF, autocorrelation function plot, gives us the number of MA terms in the model. Then PACF model, it gives us the AR terms in the model. Here we can say it's like AR1 or AR2 model here, but we are not able to identify. But friend, this is the old technique, though it's very simple. But nowadays we are having a function in R that is auto arima function that does our function very simple. You simply do auto.arima and mention the data x. It will do some various combination of AR terms and find the best model based on lowest AIC, Akagic information criteria. You can decide the number of legs you want, like the maximum number of legs, like 5 AR and 5 terms. It will run all the models, all the permutation combination, and decide which model is having the least AIC, and it will fit. It will just provide it. So it's AR4 MA2 model. So I am just making a model here, Arima 402. The function is, you can use any name. Fit, I am fitting the model. Arima is the function. Arima x, the variable name. Then order is AR term, difference term. It's already stationary. That's why I'm not putting here any difference terms and MA terms. This is the model I have got from AutoArima. It's a starting point. You can take any AR and MA model and do and follow the procedure, the box Jenkins approach. So here, when I fit this 4.2 ARMA 4.2 model, uh, model I have fitted, the function is Arima. After fitting the model, as I mentioned, the second part is here, fit the model. We have fitted the model based on the AR and MA terms or auto Arima function. Now we need to find the residuals. Third task is, what are the residual of the model? So here friends, this function is residual of the model fit. So I am just creating another variable fit resid. Now I need to do diagnostic on these residuals, that if they are IID, if I say they are having no autocorrelation, then we can say yes, this model is fit. So for that purpose, we are having box Jenkins, like Loom box text. The function is box dot test, and this is the variable we have generated for residuals, and the lag length I have taken 10. It could be anything, like for which it's a joint test, like for all these 10 lags the autocorrelation is 0. The Loom box I am, so here we are seeing the null hypothesis is there is no serial correlation, and we are not able to reject it because the value is 0.9793 here. So we can say yes, this model is a good fit and we can proceed with it for forecasting purpose. So far friends, I want to mention again, first, based on AR and MA terms that we choose from the ACF and PACF, we will fit a model. After fitting the model, we will find the residuals and do diagnostic tests by doing box Pierce or Loom box test. After that test, we find yes, our residuals are having no serial correlation up to certain number of lags. Then we can proceed with model and use the model in forecasting purpose. So here we can use it in forecasting. The function for forecast is forecast. But friends, you need to just attach the function forecast for that. So for that purpose, you have to include the package library forecast. This package forecast required for forecasting. So what you can do here, the model you have fit, the fit model, you are writing any variable you generate, like forecast from x, and then forecast is the function for forecast. Fit is what you have fit from the model and up to what lag length you want to estimate. So here if I say I want to estimate next 20 model, I have done it. Similarly, you can find out the accuracy. Here I have not decided, so you can do accuracy test here. In this way, like what is the mean error and RMSE of the model, you can identify. So here friends, what we have learned, how to fit ARIMA and how to do diagnostic checks and how to do forecasting. This is the way we use ARIMA modeling. It's very simple, and I have just also mentioned it on my blog. You can go there. Thanks for watching friends.